Bonjour, ladies and gents. Welcome back to FTRL. It is me. It's been a very long time. And trust me to come back to this shit show. So, season 29, GT2. This is week number 6 of the current season out of 10, and it's also the French double points week. And in true Mongy fashion, the Mongs have picked the worst circuit on the game. So this is going to be an absolute shit show. There's just no two ways about it. So, good evening to everybody. Please do leave your comments and stuff in the stream. Please like it and stuff, because you won't want to later. Yeah, just keep me company, because I was supposed to have a co-commentator tonight, but he's bailed on me because he's a pussy. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm honestly looking forward to it more than you could possibly realise. There's a chance I'll cry. And we're missing Sir Goose, who's just not showed up. But yes, so as previously mentioned, it is the French team. So the sort of, I think they've changed their cars this week by the looks of it. But the Peugeots with the sort of white and sort of royal blue towards the back, they will be getting double points this week. And we're going to start off with a 10-minute qualifying. Bear in mind the lap is about 45 seconds in total. It's got a massive hill, a massive drop, and a curb that will kill you. It has an awful pit lane entry, an awful pit exit, and it's just going to be horrible. The sprint might not be too bad, but the endurance, I'm expecting just a horrifying time. But anyway, qualifying. Let's get this show on the road. Who should we go on board with? Who will be funny to watch? Mike? Yeah, Mike. Hi, Bread. Bread, honestly. I thought it wouldn't be too bad, but then doing it on my own, it's just not going to be fun. So Mikey's going to take us on the first hot lap that we're going to see. Yes, you are seeing this correctly. That curb on the inside there will absolutely kill you. Penalty line's not awful. And then in terms of, this is the final corner, this kind of massive banked right-hander, and you have to stay as close to the inside as possible because the pit lane entry is there, and it comes out right at the start of turn 1. So Mikey is going to take us through the first ever qualifying lap around this circuit in these cars. So takes turn 1 quite nicely. He's now going to ascend up a hill over a bit of a bump just there, and you want to try and hug the inside as much as possible. Straight down the hill, miss this curb on the inside, and there's a little bump on the outside as well, which will spin you. But so far, not too bad for Mike, I must say. Which is weird, I feel a bit sick after saying that. Please let me know if the volume's all clear, if I'm clear enough, if the game's too loud, if I'm too loud. No sarcastic remarks needed, thank you. 44.7. Fucking hell. Someone's put 50p in Mike. Oh, Bolts is here, alright, sunshine. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Please keep me company tonight. I'm really dreading this. Yeah, that's weird from Mike to... I'm not expecting massive differences in the times this evening. Mikey's purple again. We'll stay with him, we might as well. Maybe it takes a retarded track to get the most out of the retarded driver. Oh my god. Get off him, quick. Let's watch Switchback. Now, he said in the party before the race that he reckons he's going to be quite calm tonight because he can already tell how much of a shit show it's going to be. I don't believe him. If you've been in a race party with him, it's horrific. The game sounds really loud. Bigger is the volume balance okay? Like, is it too loud on one side? Because to me, the game sound is so loud. I'll stay on board with Switchback as he climbs up the hill. Oh, here he goes. emojis on stream here. Sounds perfect. Thanks, Tom. I'm really pleased with you lot. Zach crosses the line, improves, but still underwhelming. Jadon, I believe, is championship leader. He's tucked up behind old Johnny boy. Oh, pushes Johnny boy out of the way. Penalty inbound. Look, I love all the baguettes on the roof of the car. I'm not sure what's going on here, I'll be honest. Aaron Peugeot special livery, yeah. Baguette Motorsport. I can see all of the baguettes. Why is he just... Okay, James, stop it. Who should we go and see? We won't watch Zom because bad things happen. The GTR livery slaps the rolling rice balls of Team Japan. Yeah, it's, they are very, very nice, I must say. The funny one last week, Bolts, is when a couple of these guys have covered for the GT1 teammates who have been quite non-existent this season, and they had like an emergency backup sign, like massive, like bold red and yellow across the side of their car, which was quite funny. I don't know what Carl's doing there. Pagani is joining in. Oh, Pagani's filling in for the goose. That would be funny. These Vipers, I'm not sure they're going to go well around here tonight. I could be wrong. There's Odon, so it's into the top 10. He's feeling really confident tonight, is Owen. He was telling me earlier. I mean, not the best up shifts from Owen, but he's finally, credit to Owen, he's turned off those massive, you know, those fucking massive red braking zones that people have on there if they're partially retarded. Owen used to have them on until about a week ago. So we've not heard from Goose, so Pagani's jumping in. Cheers, Si. Cheers, Pagani. We're getting a lot of repeated statements here, but there's no line of questioning, lads. Oh, he's down on his time. Can he improve? I'm going to go with no. Interesting line. Fred, why did you use them? You didn't need to do that. To be fair, I understand all of it. Like, if people want to use the other ones, fair enough. What, Connor? Why on earth are you in the chat? Could somebody time Connor out, please? Mods. I'll time him out for at least 5 minutes, please. Can't have that negativity in the chat. Just get on board with Joker. Connor, can you time yourself out, please? I mean, I imagine it's quite fun to like actually drive this as if you was in the car, but to do it on a game in a league racing format is not fun. Simon or someone, Pagani, you're a mod, can you please time Connor out? Oh, Joker's improved up to P9. Glyn is stationary on track. Because nothing you say is that important. Is he going to set off? No, he's gone for a tactical wait. Right, let's go back up towards the front. 9 laps in the Viper. Yeah, Bolts, honestly, mate. A Viper is not the one. You would forget to brake without them sometimes. I've got a whole host of questions for you, but we'll save that for another day. Now, who is going to be miserable tonight is Jonesy, and that fills me with a lot of happiness. Because he's in that Viper, and that happens. He's jumped over there. Please drop it, please drop it, please drop it. Weed is the answer to all of them. Yep, I'm with you. Yeah, I'd like to see a lot of this from Jonesy tonight, I'll be honest. That'd really please me quite a lot. I just can't quite believe that we're doing a real race and I've got to talk about it for a long period of time. I mean, it's already thrown this weird calamity up, Mikey being first. Should probably just go in the pit to get some new tyres on Mike. Should we go on board with Royston? Team France. Saving fuel and quality. Respect. Well, they're approaching their final, what, 2 laps, I'd say. It's currently an Audi front row. I've just thought as well, it's going to be rolling starts, so somebody's going to be... Oh my god, they're going to be miles behind. Oh, this is going to be fucking awful. Oh. Is it possible to get lapped in a sprint? I think it might be. Should have pitted for tyres. Tom's locked in. Mikey looked really good in the practice until he spun. That happens, Biggles, and normally it's quite early. J-Dom. What can he do as he comes down the hill? He goes over the bump of death. He's down on his time by half a second. Final lap for most people. We're going board of old Fattenbald. His words, not mine. One of the loudest snorers I've ever heard. Fun fact is old Derek. Ah, Pete! Pete's here! You haven't heard me for about a year, but hello, mate. How are you? How's life? How's the family? Oh, Nobby Norris up to P5. Mikey has not improved. I think that's everything. I think that's everyone. So, in a weird turn of events, Mikey's got pole. Unsafe releases second. Switchback third. Jade on fourth, Nobby Norris fifth, and Derek sixth. So all 3 Lambos inside the top 6. Just Owen letting down the Audis, just so we know. Zon P7, so he's right in the middle of the grid to smash everyone. He's got options in front and behind. Dusty Fossil and Joker, inseparable as always, 8th and 9th. Dumb and Dumber. That's the polite name for them. Glyn in 10th, Owen in 11th, absolute letdown. Jonesy in 12th, we all love to see that. And then Royston 13th and Johnny Boy P14. And Pagani, the shithouse, wasn't even good enough to set a lap. So, yeah, it's magical. Let us know who you think is going to win this, because I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea who's going to win this. Anything could happen. Jonesy, can you shut up in the chat, please? Pagani's filling in for Goose. Thank you, Pagani. Let's clarify that on another platform. Pop it in the Discord as well, mate, and WhatsApp me. Just to make absolutely clear. Should probably spectate as we're about to get underway. Out of curiosity, how far back is last? It's quite a way. He's only just... Okay. I'm going to stay on board because I want to just see the gap. Oh dear. Oh, that's awful. Right, Mikey leads us underway. Reset, Pagani's filling in. Oh my god. Yeah, good it. This is what we come for. Two Lambos. Get lobby. Return to lobby. Pagani, can you put it in the Discord and text me, please? Just so you confirmed it. And an email. Right, Dusty Fossils decided not to exit here. Carl! There we go. Right, who's going to win? Let's get this chat going. Smith, who's going to win? Oh, I've entered. I didn't want to do that. No. Did I? Oh, tactical? Genius? Should I do it? Audi. Cheers, Tom. Thank you, Bolt, for clarifying. Connor's put, we've got a couple of votes for unsafe. Vote for Mikey, which is Connor. Depends how much Mike is a bottle. Yeah. I agree. I think Pagani, if I had a bet, Pagani to get in the top 13. Get some good odds on that, I reckon. Because I think we might get 2 rage quits, which would allow him to get in top 13. Mike, if he can keep it together, yeah, it's just... Pickles, why have you put an A on the end of together? Stop trying to be hip. Oh, Mikey started qualifying. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. I'm going to wind him up. Because he'll be getting flustered. I'm a beginner. Oh, just another FTRL Thursday. Yep. Jesus Christ. 29 seasons we've done this for. 29. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, what's everyone been doing? Talk us through you got anyone going on holiday? I need to try and fill a bit of time. I could probably tell you the standings actually. Darbolt, don't you live in Spain? Or am I making that up? Mike's ended the game. This is just the... What part of Espanol do you live in, mate? What's going on? He couldn't cancel Tenerife. Oh, mate. Las Americas, Los Cristianos, whereabouts? Oh, I'm a big fan of the reef. Mike's had enough. Is he grumpy? James has sent me a voice note, so this is going to be live on stream. Little Mikey chant.
Mikey's fucking tragic. He wears a tragic hat. And if you set up a GT lobby, he'll put you at the back. He can't start qualifying properly. He also can't start the race. And when we finally get to the race, he'll spin it out of first place. Oh!
Hey, that's quite impressive.
James,
oh, it's my voice.
This is going to be long.
29 seasons. 29. Golf de Sur. Very boring place. Man, I love Tenerife. I have one of my favourite ever holidays there. Las Americas. Fun fact for you as well on that holiday. So it was my 17th birthday when I was out there, and my little stepsister decided to squirt the lifeguard in the leg on his first day. Bear in mind he's wearing shorts in blistering hot weather, and she had a little squirty gun thing, which put out the most minute bit of water on his leg. He thought it was me. I was just sat there chilling with some earphones in, feet in the pool, just chilling, and he come over to me, grabbed me around the throat and held me over the pool, and I was like, literally on my 17th birthday, and it was his very first day, and he then got sacked, and we got treated like absolute superstars for the remainder of the holiday. So yeah, that happened in Tenerife, and my nan sung Like a Virgin by Madonna, which was classic. Right. Okay, right. So anyway, back to business. The GT2. Oh, Jonesy, you know you've just bragged about there being you doing the tables. On the GT2 Drivers' Championship table, it says GT1 Drivers' Championship at the top. So you've buggered it up, mate. Anyway, right, Jadon leads the way for Team France on 197 points. He's got 4 wins this season. In second place is Dusty Fossil with 1 win on 188, so he's just 9 points behind. Obviously, they have had their double week, and France's is tonight. In third place is Switchback. He's got 2 wins, and he's on 181.5 points because somebody filled in for him 1 week. So Joker is in P4 on 176. And then 5th is Unsafe Release on 172. And then there's about a 20-point gap back to Jonesy, who's got 20 points behind him because no one wants to be near Jonesy. Then it's the other couple of Germany drivers and a couple of Italian drivers and so on. But really, the top 5, Jadon, Dusty Fossil, Switchback, Joker, Unsafe. So 2 Japanese, 1 French, 1 Italian, 1 German. I need to know. I'm going to ring Tom Smith. So I'd love to know how stressed Mikey's getting at the moment. I feel like it's a lot.
Yo.
Hi, Tom. On a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed is Mike right now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed is Mike?
No, I'm getting stressed all the fucking retards that can't click enter in their car. To be fair, Mike's pretty chill, and he's like, get out of your fucking cars, or get in your fucking cars, and I'm with him on that one.
Fair enough.
It was who was... Nobby thought he had a blinding start and didn't notice anyone was still going. This is the level.
Oh, GT2. Alright, thanks, Tom.
GT2. Same.
Bye. There you go. Tom Kravitz. Oh my god, can we just start? Oh, the race will begin shortly. Here we go. Right, does anyone want to change their answer? Because 2 people did stupidly say Mike's going to win. 29 seasons we've done this. Right, here we go. Let's just check everyone's on medium tyres. Yep, we're good. We're good to go. 24 laps. Let's see if Mikey can compose himself after that stress. Away we go. Everyone's got away fairly well. So he's gone deep at turn 1. Switchback might have a bit of a run. And it seems to be fairly chill. Royston's having a look at Odon. Johnny Boy, I think, is maybe had a wobble, or he's kind of allowed the field to go. I'm not really sure. A couple of cars going side by side down the hill, one of which is Jonesy shot. I think everyone's alright. Everyone's unscathed. after one lap, the Germans have held their nerve and is almost a second gap back to switch back. So if they can just do this 23 more times, we won't have any problems. Switch back in P3, Jade on P4, Nobby Norris running slightly wide in P5, Derek under pressure from Zom, which is never nice, I can say. Zom looks like he'll have a relatively easy overtake here. Derek tries to hold it around the outside. I'm intrigued to see how this is going to go down the hill. Oh dear, Derek. Oh dear, Derek. Yeah, that's what happens if you try and go side by side down there. There is literally just one line through there. Dusty Fossil and Glint rubbing doors a little bit in the battle for 7th. Joker goes around the outside of Derek all the way around. And Jonesy in P11, Royce at 12. Pagani's in the top 13, so I wonder what the cash out is. Odon with a half. I don't know how he's got a half-second penalty around here. Got a bit of rubbing. Oh, three wide. Oh, Joker with a switchback on Alsace test course. Oh, almost. I would have given him an extra 5 bonus points for that. Royston and Pagani going hammer and mong. I mean, it looks like a pretty... Oh! Yes, Jadon's twatted switchback. I approve. Get in there, James. He's allowed the leaders to get away. Almost 2 seconds is the gap. I wonder how switchback reacted to that. And Ross, if you're listening, can you please send me a voice note of exactly how Zach reacted to that? Mike, he's bowled it! He's gone! No, he's gone! Oh no! 4 laps. He did more than that in quali. Oh, he's now squeezing Glint. Oh, poor old Nobby. Hold on. He was feeling really confident tonight. Come on, Johnny boy, get yourself involved. Unsafe release is leading the way. Hopefully, Jadon will mount another vicious attack on switchback in a minute. He's used to people just moving out the way for him. Zom's up to 4th. How many people has he killed to get there? I must have missed it. Mikey P5. No, I do think he'll recover, Mikey, and he'll get past on and push up towards those top 3 again, but he'll be gutted at that. He's lost 6 seconds in that lap. Glyn in P6, going well in the old Viper. See, there is hope. Jonesy P7, Dusty Fossil Strong around the outside of Jonesy. Viper's spawned into 6th and 7th. Royston P9, Joker P10, Pagani P11. Derek 12th, Owen 13th, Nobby Norris, and then Beach. But no sign of anybody getting lapped yet, and we're a quarter of the way through. 2.1 seconds is the gap, pushing towards 2.2 from unsafe release. Then switch back, then Jadon, and then Zom P4 under a little bit of pressure from Mike and Glyn, just keeping a watchful eye in the distance. And then you've got 3 seconds back to the Jonesy train. Have a look, shall we? Should we go on board with Joker? Let's go front of the car. Oh, he's had to lift off a little bit there and lost himself a good bit of time. A good chunk of time. And speaking of chunk, here comes a fat old Viper. I am intrigued to know how bad the Viper is around here, because I can only imagine it is just truly horrific. I just can't imagine it's nice in the dirty air, through those tight corners, nothing. Poor old Nobby was going on. So was Derek as well. Those Lambos have really dropped off. Let's go go up towards the front. Unsafe release has lost a couple of tenths to Zach and Jadon, and they've now got a 2-second gap back to Zom, who will be doing everything in his power to keep Mikey behind him, which won't be too hard. Right, so lap 4, lap 8, lap 12. Oh, oh! Who's over there? Joker, why was you over there? What happened? Was there a gentle prod? Nobby always gone for a send. Just mowing the lawn. Nice of him, isn't it? Right, so double points actually. Let's think about this. So 1.3 seconds that they're gaining time on Unsafe. Who's not had particularly bad laps. But right, it's one of the Frenchies is P3, the next one's P4. And then Royston in P10. So they're all going pretty well at the minute. Pagani is up to P9, Mikey's next. And if he just waits till lap 12, he'll be able to do it for nothing. Oh, the endurance race is going to be awful. We're approaching the halfway mark of race 1. And 1.4 seconds. So Unsafe's kind of found a bit of rhythm, but in fairness, Switchback has just pulled away from Jadon, so found a little bit of speed. There's a solid gap between them all, which is increasing ever more to Zom behind. So unless there's a massive error, these guys should have 4th and 5th locked down between them, because Jonesy's got a massive train behind him, which is nearly 5 seconds behind Glyn. Mikey's in P8. I thought I might take a look, but he looked a bit looked interested, did Mike? He's getting closer and closer. Dusty Fossil done a lot of defending. Yeah, it's very, very, very difficult to overtake around this circuit. Jonesy doing what Jonesy does best, which is being a knob. But to be fair to Zom, doing a good job holding Glyn at arm's length. I don't think Glyn will be trying too hard at this stage. Right, it's lap 12, so we all know what we need to check. And doing this is not going to help the cause. Well, no. Success. Oh. Surely not. Surely not. Has he used his brain? Oh dear. Oh dear. Sensible. Sensible. Nicely done. Fair enough. I stand slightly corrected. Nice consistency from Glyn. He's just keeping Zom honest. The gap back up to 2.1 seconds, so Unsafe's in his rhythm. In the second half of the race. Very consistent lap times from the top couple. James is a little bit more varied, but not by too much. But I'm just intrigued to who should we go on board with here and watch Royston. Can't even wobble. Ah, Royston just tapped the back of it. You're gonna tap that ass. It's amazing how slow you have to go around that corner. Whoa, there we go. Oh no. What happened there? Don't floor it. Don't floor it. That's not going to help. Don't. No. Oh no. Oh no. We'll move on. Let's all move on. Jadon just hasn't got the pace to keep up with the superior switchback. Those that predicted Mike in the chat, how you feeling about your chances? It's all kind of spaced out a little bit more now. Now I'm intrigued to see, because there will be quite a hefty bit of tyre wear on some of these cars. Oh, Johnny Boy's GTR's not looking fun on that front left. Come the end of this race, so we might see a couple of people just lose sight of that a little bit when you're in a rhythm and you don't quite realise how much your tyres are going on. Switchback, what on earth is he doing to that front left? Jesus Christ, I thought I was bad. Dusty Fossil, look at that, smooth as anything. Pagani has got past Royce, and he's in P8. And Joker has recovered from his little excursion. Seems to have quite a good pace here, Joker, to be honest. Or Royce, a bit of grass cutting. Joker shows his nose up the inside. Royston's going to have to tuck in. He does not want to take a horrible line through that corner, but he's done very, very well, to be fair to him. And fair play to Joker for giving him that room. Owen's up to P11, bringing Derek with him as well. And oh no, 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 no. Oh. When you say nothing at all. Not gonna do anything, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Yeah, 3 laps that time. Switchback's tyre wear is really bad. Jadon's isn't much better, which really worries me that I'm going to be able to make it to the end of the race tomorrow, because we all know how famously bad I am with my tyres. There's not really much to report, lads, to be honest. I'm just kind of watching it all unfold. I think Joker Royston's going to be a battle we see to the very end of the race, so we'll see whether Royston can hold that together, because Joker is not a slouch by any means. And see whether Odon can join that little battle. Derek and Nobby, I think they qualified 5th and 6th, so I think they both had a bit of a moment in the race. We saw Nobby's, I'm not too sure what happened to Derek unless I'm being stupid. And Beach just setting some nice consistent lap times. I'd love to see him get a bunch of points. I really would. Now Mike needs to be careful, because Unsafe is not that far behind now. I'm not jinxing nothing, but he's been very, very consistent from the race leader. He's got a 4-second gap to switchback. The front three have just organised themselves. Zom has done a really good job of holding Glyn. And Jonesy, I think, would be delighted with a P6. Glyn P5, Jonesy 6th, and Pagani 8th from the back of the grid in the Vipers. I think they would have bitten your hand off for that. I don't know if Mr. Blue Flag's in the chat, but you've got to be pleased with those points as it stands. Anyway, right. 4 laps to go in race 1. And then we have a 60-something lap endurance race on much higher tyre wear. I don't know what's going to happen, if I'm honest. Mikey has done the fastest lap of the race with a 44.8. Pagani's gone purple in the first sector. So he's going to be pushing. He'd like to get past Dusty Fossil if he can. But again, he's driving really, really well. He's impressed me a lot this year, Carl. It's good to see that he's got his bit of mojo back for his racing again. I know it's very, very easy to fall out of love with it for a little while, as we've all done, but it's nice to see him enjoying it so much. Well, I hope he's enjoying it, but he seems to be anyway. Royston has made an error somewhere because he's dropped away from Joker. Odon's up into the top 10 and Royston's now tucked in behind, so saying nothing, don't want to jinx the lads, fair enough. Right, it's just a couple more laps to go for unsafe release. Be some big points for him here, he'd be chuffed with this if he wins. And switch back, Jesus Christ, that tyre does not look fun. Let's see how much his lap times are slipping off. Yeah, still 46 flats isn't too bad at all things considered. Does he have the worst tyre wear on the grid? Let's have a look. I'm going to assume so. Yes, is the answer. Minimum 4 stop for the Vipers, apparently, in the endurance race. Who's scrapping away for position? So still these two for 4th. We'll keep an eye on that. As Pagani putting Dusty Fossil under a lot of pressure. Is he going to go for a wide cutback and get a better run down the hill? I think that's exactly what he's going to try and do. Now, Dusty Fossil will show him to the outside, which is sensible. Pagani's going to try and cut back underneath him, but that tyre wear is just not going to be able to do it. Oh, he's having to lift so much. And now he's under pressure from Joker as we all begin the final lap of the race. Let's go and see. Yeah, unsafe. He's down the hill. He's just got to navigate that final banked corner. And we'll see him home. For what has been a beautiful drive. I don't think he's done a single lap outside the 45s. Brilliant job. Switch back, P2. It's going to be funny watching his tyre wear in the race. Jade on P3, championship leader. Zom P4, really, really good points for the French lads. Glyn P5, outstanding effort. Jonesy's done well in P6. Well, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. He's done a good job. Dusty Fossil's held off Pagani, who's done well to go from 15th to 8th on a circuit like this. Joker P9, Odon's got himself into the top 10. Nobby Norris 11th, Royston 12th, Derek P13, and Mikey's just got past Johnny Boy into P14, and he brings it home to round off the grid. So reverse grid for the race, for the endurance race. So we'll see Beach at the front, Johnny Boy at the front, and Mikey will be in P2. I'm expecting it to probably be a 3-stop. They reckon the Vipers might be a 4, and I reckon there might be a couple of people that try and do 2 by saving a little bit of fuel. But it's going to be when all the pit stops start happening, because we saw how bad the tyre wear is, and the pit lane is, you have to stay really, really tight to the inside on that bank corner, and that's what we've asked them to do. So whether they do that or not, I don't know. 60 something bread. It's not going to be fun. 62. There we go. 62 laps. Yeah. If anybody wants to come and keep me company, please do so. But we shall see. Replay has been saved. I'll do this for stream purposes. So unsafe release, switch back. Jadon is your top 3. Zom P4, Glyn P5, Jonesy 6, Dusty Fossil 7th, Pagani 8th, and then Joker 9th, Odon 10th, Nobby Norris 11th, Royston 12th, Derek 13, Mikey 14, and Beach Johnny Boy in P15. I'm expecting Dusty Fossil to go well. I think unsafe will go well. I don't know why, but I can see bad things for Zach in this race. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I think anybody that doesn't hit that inside curb I've been asked to change Jonesy's name to Lagatha Christie. I mean, he's currently Moan of Arc because of how much he fucking moans all the time. But Lagatha Christie, yeah, that can work. That can be his next one. Jonesy, I thought you moved house. Why are you still plugged into a potato? Oh. Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what happens in this race. I'd like to just sort of fast forward to the end and watch the last 10 laps. That's what I'd like to do. Because I'm not going to have a clue what's going on until then, I don't think. If you do the maths, it's like 6 good laps on the mediums. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll see many people doing that many laps on the mediums in this race. I really think we're going to see sort of 20 lap stints maybe, or something around the sort of 16 to 20 lap stints on the hards. I think the hards will be the go-to race tyre, and I think people will do a short stint on the mediums. I don't think there's that much difference in the time, and the hards are certainly the better race tyre. So that's going to be my vote. Let's have a look and see who's starting on what. So Glyn, Pagani, hards, unsafe release on the mediums, Odon on the mediums, Nobby hards, switchback hards, Derek mediums, Mikey hards, Jonesy hards, Zom hards, Beach mediums, Jadon, Dusty Fossil on the hards, and then Joker mediums and Royston on the hards. So what's that? 1, 2, maybe about a third of the grid are on mediums, I'd say. So maybe they're going to get the mediums out of the way early, just do a handful of laps and then try and find themselves some clean air. But I think the thing that's going to cause the most bother, the pit exit is literally you come out on the turn 1 corner. So there's no sort of respite as you come out. I'm sure we're going to see at least one incident there, and we're going to see at least one incident with people going into the pits. Well, who's going to win this one? So the potential for disaster is high. Yes, mate. Very, very, very much so. And don't forget, you've got the added tyre wear for people going around that bank corner. You saw how much Pagani had to lift and feather the throttle towards the end of that race. There's going to be a lot more of that. A couple of people are going to misjudge that and go off, and I think we're going to see a few people struggling coming down the mountain when they come. What were the car choices for the season? So it's a Nations Cup series, mate. So we grouped everybody up, and they all got allocated to a country, and then we tested all the cars, and we tried to find as many that were closely matched over the course of the season. Most of them were right over the course of like all 10 weeks. Like some will obviously be stronger than others at certain circuits and whatnot. The only one that's been a little bit too far out has been the Viper, but they were given the choice this week actually, and to potentially look at changing their car for the second half of the season, and to their credit they all said no, we're going to persevere, and fair play to them. So yeah, all respect in the world. They know it's not going to be a good season for them, but yeah, they've done well, in fairness to them, because it's been hard. And then the only thing that they have been good at, which is driving in a straight line, people have just been moaning about it, saying how horrible it is to try and overtake them. So as much as the racing's not been fun, it's probably been even worse to hear people moaning about the only thing that they can do properly. But right, here we go. Please get your predictions in, let us know, give us a podium, why not? Give us a podium. But why? Okay. Okay. What's happened here then? Lobby read. Oh no. It's making this really hard for me tonight. The old camera glitch. Oh, I see. Like at Spa where it sort of puts you side on. Okay. Well, what should we talk about? Does pineapple belong on pizza? Would you rather be the first one out of the 100 to fight the gorilla, or the last of the 100 to shag Bonnie Blue? What are we saying? You have to pick one. Bolts, that is the correct answer. My other half gets pepperoni and pineapple on hers. Ugh. So, Bickles, do you think pineapple belongs on pizzas? Oh, Carl. She must be like opening a toasted chip. No, I'm not, Nobby. I'm enjoying this even less than you could think. Don't get me wrong, it's nice socialising, but... Oh, Biggles. For God's sake. It does not belong. Why are you upset, Pagani? What's happened? It didn't seem like there was going to be too much to report in race 1. Touch wood. Touch wood. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I'm dreading this so much. What? Oh, Joker, why? Okay, that's fine. Or just don't send them to me the second the race finishes. Just have a small call off period first. You heard it was on stream. Ah, when you went grazing in a field. Fair enough. I understood that might have been from a small nudge. In fairness, I don't know who was with you. I wouldn't broadcast it now, to be honest. But who's getting lapped first? Oh, I think that's a better question as to who's going to win. Hopefully Jonesy. I'm going to go with. All the GTRs. I'll bet them first. You. Nobby, what you hit Joker off, or you're going to be the first to be lapped? I don't know. The Vipers, they'll be in the pits. I'm just hoping that we can just get through such a lot. I'm not even really going to be watching the race. I'm just going to be studying how far off people are, like of lapped cars and stuff like that. I'm viewing this purely from a stewarding perspective. Simon, are you going to be uncontrollably angry tomorrow night? Because I hope not. I don't like hearing you angry. Right. Attempt, 6? Unsafe. Why are you fucking... More time for Aaron to talk nonsense on Stram. You'll be drunk, fair enough. Just don't punch stuff. Come on in, team. Let's do this. Is this going to work? Please work. I think we're all good. There we go. 62 laps. Right. So Johnny Boy is starting on the mediums. Mikey is on hards. Derek on mediums. Odin on mediums. Joker on mediums. There's 5 people on mediums, just as we thought. Switchback going around the outside of Jadon, trying to make an early move. It's not worked out too well for him. To be fair, he's done well to lift off and not cause too much bother. Oh, beat just a wide line. Oh, who's that? Nobby, no. Oh, planted. Oh, is it Jonesy? Good hit. Oh, he's reversing. Oh, there's chaos. Oh, no. Lap 1, incident. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry lads, I've kind of missed what's been going on. I've kind of just stared blankly into the air then. Derek's winning. What's happened? Mikey's 5th. Odon's 4th. What's out? I've missed everything. Zom with a fly in their butt, yeah. Zom's gone in with a big John Terry. Oh, Royston and Owen going side by side through this horrible left kink. Oh, Royston's taking a lot of it. Oh, yeah. That was never going to end well for Royston, that sadly. By that line that he took, it was never going to be enough space for the two of them there. Mikey up the inside. Oh, Joker with an audacious lunge over the curb. Ooh, Joker, he took a lot of that curb then, brave man. He's undercut Joker, Royston. Pagani's now having a look as well. And the old Viper. Royston's holding it well around the outside. And he has held it really well around the outside. Good job. Nicely done. How many casualties have we had so far? We have lost somebody, Zom. Zom's gone worse than what he did earlier, so I'm assuming he's had a moment coming down the hill. But I don't think that really matters at this stage. He's 9.9 seconds up on his best lap, so yeah. Right, let's try and do some talking in a correct way. Johnny Boy under attack from Owen. He's holding it well. There's medium tyres, they're not going to be easy to get past at this stage. And Mikey doing a solid job in P4 as it stands. We've got to be the quickest, just be the most consistent. And now we have a nice little cluster of Jonesy, which he always seems to find himself in. Oh, that was horrible. Just dived that inside and just slammed the brakes on him, that Viper. Oh, Royston! Oh, how have you got away with that? I don't know how people can take any part of that curve. Oh, some more around the outside of a Viper challenge from Dusty Fossil. Where's Pagani gone? Has anybody pitted yet? No. I don't think it's going to be long. It's all going pretty well so far. Pagani is flying, correct. Mikey pulls to the inside. forces Johnny Boy to go deep. Oh, but he's run onto the grass. Oh, nearly collected Joker, nearly put him in the pits. But he's held it well. Can Pagani capitalise? He's just going to run out of road. Oh, he spooked Beach into going deep. He's just run off. Just to get himself back on before this cluster of cars gets him. But Pagani's up to P5. Dusty Fossil is currently in P8. He's just run a little bit deep out of there, it looked like. Switch back in P9. Still no pitters yet. I thought we might see one extremely early. Where's Unsafe? Unsafe's in P7 on the back of Jonesy. Jonesy on the hards, Unsafe on the mediums. So have fun. Well, the turn 1 mess is not going to be fun to deal with. Sorry, lap 1 mess, should I say. Oh, Jonesy. Penny divers into the pits. Still nobody. Owen is closing down Derek. So after he got past Beach, he's made a real go of it. Right, Unsafe Release is your first one in at the end of lap 8, I believe. Yeah, end of lap 8. So he's going to be going for what? 3 stints. Yeah, look, it brings you out right on turn 1 there. Ugh. But thankfully just a tyre change, no fuel. I think he's just going to do 3 stints of 18 laps now on the hards, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But, you know, we've still got half a track to play with in terms of gaps and space, and Unsafe's going to have some nice clean air to run in now. Oh, actually I think did Zom pit on lap 1? Am I seeing that right? He had a P next to his name at that point, but I would. Okay, right. So Derek is gradually losing time and the tyre wear battle to Owen in P2, and Mikey on the hards in P3. Yeah, it looked like he did bolt at first from the timings on the right hand side. Is anybody going to dive into the pits? I'm just intrigued. Joker's caught up to these front 4 as well, and Pagani is well and truly on his way as well, but he's going to have an extra job of trying to fight the car on fuel. Sorry, not on fuel, on their tyres, but in fairness to him, he's doing a really good job of it in comparison to how others are dealing with theirs. Jonesy not being one of them, that might add, because he's looking quite good on his tyres as well. Switch back P7, Dusty Fossil P8. His front few look really close now, and Joker is right up there. Derek's pulled off into the pits, so he kept to the inside nicely. Good job from Derek, good opening stint. Owen now takes the race lead, and he's bringing his teammate with him and Joker not far behind. Now Owen's not going to be too far off here surely, because that front left tyre is not going to, look how gradually his lap times have been going down, so he doesn't want to lose too much time. Wants to get himself in the pits as early as possible and not hold up Mikey too much, who seems to be in a bit of rhythm. Need some new mediums on the GTR, yeah. No, I mean he's carrying on. We're about a fifth of the way through, and nothing too crazy has happened as yet, other than obviously lap 1. Johnny Boy indicator on into the pits, good lad. follows the rules like a dream. Never any problems. One of my favourites is old Johnny Boy. And Zom trying to bring himself back into the fight after his unfortunate lap 1 incident. Didn't look like he had anywhere to go, to be honest. Beach, if you just turn off your indicator now, if you get the chance, mate. Good lad. See, look, that's what we need. More people like him. Owen has lost the lead to Mike on this lap. If he can just do a job and hold up Joker as best he can, but I don't think he's going to be able to. I think Owen really needs to pit soon, because otherwise he's just going to lose himself a lot of time, and I really hope he's not thinking about trying to just go to lap 20 on these or something close to it and do a 2-stop, because yeah, he's really struggling, but I fear that's what he's doing. Yeah, Owen maybe 2-stopping. I was just thinking that, Wiggles, yeah. Mikey's opened up a bit of a gap. Owen's carrying on. Yeah, he just needs to be conscious that he doesn't. He is 2-stopping. Thank you, Ross. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, those hards on Pagani's Viper. They don't look great. Although weirdly, switchbacks are worse. Target 16. Fair enough. Go and check in Dusty Fossil and J-Dog. Let's go in the car with the GTR driver. It's just keeping those tyres nice and fresh. Jonesy dives into the pits from P8, I believe he was. Doesn't put any fuel in the car. Still plenty of room to play with. So if Biggles is right, which I'm sure he is because he's a very smart man, we should see Owen dive into the pits this lap. Yeah, he's lifting off. Look at that, Biggles. Superb. Switchback, I'm not sure what. Jesus, that tyre wear is bad. I'm pretty sure he's on a wheel as well. Being very aggressive. He will be doing comms tomorrow night for GT1, so expected to be way better than what I'm doing. I'm literally just filling in for Lee because he's been selfish and gone to America. Mikey's in it with him. He's just done his personal best. And is he going to beat that here? No, but he's not far off. So he's in a good rhythm, so I'm not going to jinx it. And Joker needs to get into the pits ASAP because those mediums do not look fun. We're starting to see a lot more cars around the circuit at this point, which is where the alarm bells start ringing. There's still a reasonable gap. Glyn's coming out of the pits. Oh, we can cut across him there, but thankfully unscathed. It probably wasn't as bad as it looked from this this camera angle. Oh, Glyn with a big send up the inside of Owen. Now Glyn's come out on the medium tyre. Owen has come out behind Zom, so he'll want to get past as quickly as he can. Joker's coming out of the pits now, and he's again just going to miss the traffic. Someone is off there. Who was that? That was Royston, I believe. too sure whether that was a pit lane problem or a bit of contact or just an outbreak. But yeah, we well and truly have cars all the way around the circuit now. Owen is going to rub doors with Glint, but still thankfully doing okay. Yeah, Joker's in a good spot. He's got a little bit of a gap in front of him now. And he's got quite a nice jump on Owen as well. Granted, Owen does have more fuel, but actually not by much. He's going to try and take a look up the inside of Zomp going up the hill. Zomp is absolutely not going to allow that. I can tell you that much for free. Oh, Glint gets himself up the inside. Joker is on the mediums again, yes. He is indeed. Unsafe release is in a good spot, not too far off of the back of Pagani. Mikey's still going around well. Is he going to dive in here? Yes, he is. So 21 laps he's done. He's going to put obviously a bit of fuel in the car. So Jadon inherits the race lead. Just trying to keep an eye on Mike and where he comes out. He's going to come out just behind Royston. So he's come out in that nice gap. Okay. Well, so far, so good really. It's really difficult to get a gauge of where everybody is as we see switchback. Oh. Trying to get up the inside of Zom. Now this will be a bit demoralising for Owen because he's seen a couple of people go past Zom and he's not been able to do it himself yet. And he was showing some good early pace. So we'll check in. So the race leader Jadon, 3.6 seconds clear of Pagani in P2, who's got unsafe release either under pressure from or has just overtaken Dusty Fossil. I think it was him defending, if I'm honest, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Actually, no, he was 5th, wasn't he? So he's just got past. Dusty Fossil, I think, might go into the pits. Nope. And I believe, is it still his opening stint? If so, that is bloody impressive. Unsafe just past Carl, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sense of where everybody is. Mikey's trying to go the long way around Royston, but if he gets a better run... Royston's had a good run. Which is surprising considering the difference in their tyre wear. Mikey doesn't want to lose out to Glyn behind. Royston's gone very, very deep and sensibly tucks in behind Mike. Good job from Royston. That could have gone very, very badly. Odon trying to go for a move on Zom, who has next to no tyre wear on his front left, and he's going to have to tuck in behind Owen if he wants to go in the pits. No, he's carrying on. Dusty Fossil and the French team all two stopping, they think. And I also think Owen might be as well. Impressive stuff. Yeah, James into the pits for the first time. Pagani is your new race leader. Little bit of clean air in front of him. Not a lot of fuel in the car. Little bit of wear on the tyres, but Pagani should still be able to make a little bit of time up in this position. So Jonesy trying to go up the inside of Dusty Fossil, who I don't think he's fighting people too hard at this point. And Jadon has come out just ahead of Mikey. Who's that in the pits? That is Zom and Nobby. Zom has come out just behind unsafe release. So nicely done from Zom, tucking himself in. And this is where the issues could start potentially lying, with people not really knowing whereabouts they are, with lap cars around them and stuff. But fingers crossed it doesn't end up too bad. We can all hope. Now I have no idea who's where, if I'm completely honest. So this is obviously for position. Pagani, who's going to come to the pits now, as I believe unsafe, will all next lap. Biggles, who do you think is net race leader? Because for me, I have no idea. Too hard to say, yeah. I agree. Jadon has got Glyn between him and Mike, so that will do him some favours at least. Now it's really, really tough for these lap cars because in theory nobody's actually officially a lap down here. It's just because of how horrifically different the strategies and stuff are going to be. So it's hard to give them a real obligation to move in these circumstances, but equally you don't want them to be spoiling a fight, so it's just so hard. That'll be nice. Nicely moves out the way for switchback as he goes through. Good on him for doing so. There's a nice little queue of cars here, which all looks to be for position. Dusty Fossil must be in this lap. 29 laps. No, he's going to go to the What's happening? Is he doing 30 laps? James tries to cut back on Derek going up the hill. Derek has got a bit of a toe from Dusty Fossil. He's going to move over, but James is not going to pull out of that. Derek does try to cut back. Surely Dusty Fossil is going to be in this time. No, he's not. Oh my god, what's happening? Is he going to do like another... What's he doing? Is he going to come out and do one lap on the mediums and then go and do another 30 lap stint on the hards? Because I could see this happening, you know. I've got no idea. I've got no idea what's happening right now. One stop. How? He can't though, because you can't take mediums that far. He's going again. Surely not. What's happening? Right, Mikey's got past Glyn and he's now got a run on Carl, who is literally just rolling around at the moment. He has to pit this lap. Somebody else is in the pits, but I need to see this with my own eyes. I'm not sure whether this is a stroke of genius or just utterly mental. Right, he's in 32 laps. What a mental bastard. Carl, when you watch this back, please tell me what the strategy was intended to be. If you've done that, then fair play. I'm genuinely intrigued. Okay, so Joker is the current race leader. 3 seconds to Jadon, who's got 3 seconds to Mike, who's got 1.5 seconds to the Tyre Whisperer. And then Owen is in a pretty solid P5. Only 15 seconds off the race leaders. And he has a bit more fuel than a couple of them. So we'll see where he ends up. But even so, he's in a really lovely bit of space on his own. So we can utilise that. As is Pagani in P6. He's looking pretty good in terms of fuel and tyres and whatnot. Race position. Unsafe release, not far off Pagani, 1.5 seconds. And then Royston quite some way back. So then we've got Zom and Jonesy scrapping it out for P9. Carl was just throwing shit at the wall to see if it stuck. Fair enough. Is that a genuine quote, Si? So Dusty Fossil has come out in P11 and he's between his teammate who's leading the race, Joker, and Jadon in P2. Now, he doesn't really have an obligation to move, as we earlier mentioned, but then he doesn't obviously want to be defending from P2 whilst in P11. So, yeah, this is where the issues lie from a race kind of structure perspective. Direct quote that was from Dusty Fossil, throwing shit at the wall to see if it's stuck. Fair play. And currently looks quicker, so he's on the mediums now. So he's probably just going to do 2 medium stints. Who's that? Why are they doing that? That's Johnny Boy. Oh dear. Hopefully there was no contact. Didn't seem to be. Maybe it was just an unfortunate drop. Fair play to him. All in the interest of fairness is Johnny Boy. Right, Joker is going to pit now on the next lap, and Carl's going to go up the inside of him. Is he? Yes, he is. And Jadon's going to try an opportunistic move to inherit the race lead. And you don't need to invite him twice because he will just end it. I actually prefer this livery to their other one, the Baguette Motorsport one. Go a bit further back and see. So Derek has moved that the way, and he's done so for Glyn as well, by the looks of things. Maybe not intentionally, but there we go. Right, Joker is in, so he's going to need to fuel up as well. So we'll keep an eye on where he comes out. Unsafe release has clawed the gap down to Pagani, but they've got a nice 15-second buffer back to Royston, who's currently in a very, very lonely P8. Okay, so It's nearly impossible to figure out where everybody is. I think everybody else is watching this with just the same level of intrigue as I am, and no one's probably listening to what I'm saying because there isn't a lot to say. It's just trying to see who's doing what. Jadon has a little bit of clean air ahead of him, and he's got one of the Vipers up front. Mikey only 3.5 seconds off of the race lead. So these two I think are full position, and he does have a bit more fuel, so they are probably quite close in fairness, all in all. Switchback is almost there as well, but hold on. We'll be in, I think, within probably lap 40, unless he decides to come in there. Jadon and Joker Hards to the end. Yeah, I think so. It would certainly feel that way. I think we'll start seeing some people's final pit stops now within the next 5 laps. I think we'll see most people's final stops. Other than Dusty Fossils, I think obviously going for I imagine a double medium stint would make the most sense from where he was. Mikey has Dusty Fossil. James definitely Joker, not sure. Yeah, it's hard to kind of figure out what everyone's going to do, because I'm sure everyone's trying to outsmart one another prior to the race, and when you're in that moment it becomes very different. I think he's just put on fresh mediums, which seems brave. He's surely not going to do 21 laps on mediums, surely. No. No, but I'm the same, mate. I've done it for so long, and I still don't know. I just basically drive until the car. I basically just split it as evenly as possible and just go, yeah, I'll do that. But Mikey is your race leader, with 18.5 seconds back to unsafe release. Pagani in P3. Yeah, we are going to see him. So Switchback has come out on the mediums again, but with a bit less fuel. So I think he's going to do a double medium stint there. So Jadon's come out in P5. Is he going to have fuel to the end there? Oh no, he'd come out on the hards. It said he had mediums on, but maybe that was his previous stint. Will that fuel get Jadon to the end? I'm not sure how much the Peugeots are holding. Joker's, I think, will. I think Joker's made his last stop. Unless he's going to try and save a bit. Right, Mikey's in the pits and he's coming out just behind Jadon, so that is definitely for position between those two. 100,000,000%. But Mikey does have a reasonable amount of fuel more than Jadon. Pagani will surely be in this lap, if not the one after it, the absolute worst. But I think it will be now, yeah. So unsafe release, he won't be far behind him. I think them two are squabbling for position as well. We're going to start seeing the actual formation of the grid very, very soon. Yeah, I think Jadon is your net race leader. I'm just not sure about his fuel. Maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he'll be fine. Royston going really, really well. He's still maintaining a good gap behind him. Granted, he has got Pagani, who's on fresh tyres, fresh mediums. Oh, and Odon squabbling with Dusty Fossil for P8, which at the moment also looks like it's for position. But I think Dusty Fossil's going to have to pit again. Mike hasn't used mediums yet, so he'll need to pit again. Ah, okay. So I'm assuming James will then, though. Just not fuel. The fuel doesn't seem like it's going to get him there to me. Unless I'm being really daft, I really can't remember how many laps the fuel tank can hold. Obviously, I know it's a large amount given the short lap. Switchback really trying to attack Unsafe Release now, who is literally on his last legs on those tyres. The Switchback has to do it immediately. Oh, Unsafe! Manages to not drop it, but I think it's hurt him staying out that extra lap. Doesn't want to lose too much time here. Look at the gap, Switchback's already pulled on him. Well, 16 laps to go. We're well and truly on the home stretch. So I thought we'd have a better idea of who's where. Stream, people in the stream, is that fuel going to get him to the end, or is he going to have to pit again? It just seems like a very long way to go. Because the tyres will, we know the tyres will. Mikey is well and truly on a mission, and he's catching him at quite a rate of knots. That 46, he caught him by a second. So won't be far off in the next couple of laps, Mikey. Switchback. Currently on the hard tyres. Cheers, Connor. Okay, so maybe Jadon is fine to the end. We just might have to save a little bit. And yeah, Mikey hasn't used hard, so this, if they are doing the two-stop, these Frenchies, it certainly worked out quite nicely for him. Yeah, it does feel like he's really far ahead overall, doesn't it? I feel like if Mikey's got pit again for mediums, I feel like Jadon is net race leader and then it's Joker. Because Pagani's going to have to pit again, definitely. So is Royston. And I think Owen is the next that doesn't have to pit again. So Owen could be on for a good result. But to be fair to him, he is 30 seconds off the race leaders, so given the fact you're in and out within 10 seconds just for a change of tyres, I don't think Owen's going to make too much time up. Nobby fuel. Let's have a look. Next to none. You need 2/3 of a tank for 15 in the Viper. Fuck. Jesus Christ, Si. Si, what do you think of the new Arsenal shirt? I think it's beautiful. I really, really, really want to get it. With race engineering James. Nice. I bet that's going well. Well, Zach will be in this lap. Has to be. Royston's coming in for what will be his final stop. Doesn't have a lot of fuel in the car, but we'll see where he phases out. Okay, so Odon and Unsafe are that's for position. Yeah, sorry. Right, so switch back down for mediums, 10 laps. Where's he going to come out? To be fair to him, it looks like he's going to have quite a nice gap. Or can he just get out ahead of Pagani? It's going to be close. No, just behind. But to be fair, Pagani's not going to be a threat in a couple of laps' time. Joker does have Zom with him now. Now, we won't go into detail, but that didn't go very well last week. So Nobby's done his final stop and he's come out just behind the Audis. Now, Unsafe is going to want to pull away from Nobby. Doesn't want Nobby to send it on him. Oh, I felt like we was going to them. People that are in a chat with Mikey, does he definitely have to use the media? Has he still got a pit again? 100%. Right. Can you tell him I said he's on my team? Can you tell him I said do it soon, please? Because he's got a nice gap. See if he listens. Probably won't be this lap, will it? No. James is definitely going to be... Yeah, you can tell he's saving fuel. Look. Mikey going a long way around. Yeah, Mikey wants to pit soon because then I think it's about 10 seconds, 10.5 seconds if you're in and out. Just for tyres, so if he does that he might just get out ahead of switchback. Oh dear, that's not gone well, that one. Oh, Johnny boy on the inside there. Owen gives on a nice little prod. There's always going to be the risk tonight, sadly. Mikey hasn't pitted. Oh dear. Has he done a bad? Did he do a bad? I think he's done a bad. Jadon looks like he's absolutely nailed this. If he can get that fuel to the end. Oh, Joker. Oh. I thought we'd skipped on board to him dropping it. He crashed at the same spot again. But, oh. He did so well. No, the trouble is he's going to come out in this little cluster, isn't he? When he does pit, which he needs to do. If he needs to use mediums, he needs to just go in and get it done. Because he's on worn hards. So fresh mediums will do him 6-7 laps, no problem. Joker's P2 does have Jonesy all over him. Switch back in P3 on some lovely fresh mediums. Only 2.5 seconds behind Joker. But he does have two Vipers in the way of him. So let's go through. Does anybody need to pit now? So if Mikey needs to pit, there he goes. I just feel like he should have done it earlier. He's going to come out probably around Dusty Fossil. Yeah. So So he comes out in P7. He's got Pagani 6 seconds behind him. Dusty Foss will definitely have to pit again because he can't get round on that. Did he? It looks like he genuinely tried to one-stop this. If he just split that, if he went into the pits earlier and just did a double medium stint like that, he could have been right up there with it. Oh dear. Was that a prod, or was this his wall riding? Whoa. He had a chance to smash Pagani into the pits and he definitely should have took it. Yeah. Unlucky for Carl. Right, so Unsafe has got past Odon, and so has Zom. So now, well, I mean, the Audis are sat in 4th, 5th, and 6th, so they're not going too badly at the moment. Pagani P7, 3 seconds off with 4 laps to go. Royston P8, he's had a really, really good night, Royston. A P8 would be a cracking result, especially on double points. So Dusty P9, Derek P10, Jonesy 11th, and then Glyn in P12. Oh, Switchback's had a wobble. He's right on the back of Joker. Zom in P13, it was very racy behind Unsafe. My concern levels are high. Nobby P14, it was just a couple of seconds back. And then Johnny Boy in P15. But let's go to Switchback. He does have Glyn with him, but he's cleared the traffic between him and P2. He's got 3 laps to do it, and his fuel lights just come on, but I'm assuming he's going to be fine with that, because it normally means 1 lap, but with how short this track is, I'm going to assume it's more than that. He's very, very, very close. What's the state of play in terms of tyres? Yeah, Joker's on much more worn hard tyres. Switchback on half-worn mediums. He's got a very good run. This is a difficult place to overtake. You need to get there early if you're going to do it. Oh. He kind of forced Joker's hand a little bit there. No contact, nothing really wrong with it, but tough to be overtaken that way. But Joker is still going to be odds on for a podium here, providing nothing major happens with Glyn. I must say, to be fair, the lap 1 was just a freak lap 1 incident, and other than that, it hasn't seemed like there's been too much wrong. Everyone's been fairly sensible, so good on the lads, because it was very difficult. Been quite intriguing. I don't think we'll do this again in a hurry, but it's been quite an intriguing race to see how it was all going to play out. But at the moment, it looks to be absolutely golden for Jadon, and Team France can get double points with a race win. I think he came 3rd in race 1, so it's almost as good can be. He's done the hard part. He's just going to go around one long banked right hand up to bring home the gold. Round and round he goes. He's too quick for GT2. He's too much of a pussy to race in GT1. But he takes the win. Very, 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 very well done. Switchback comes home in P2. Joker, a cracking drive, P3. Really nicely done. Unsafe release, P4. Oh, hello. Odon P5. Can Mikey get him on the line? There we go. Odon P5, Mikey P6. The Audis are in 4th, 5th and 6th. Pagani P7. Good result in that Viper. Royston P8. Cracking drive from Royston. He should be chuffed with that. Really, really, really good. Dusty Fossil P9. What could have been for him? I think if he split that medium stint completely in half, then he could have been right in the mix with those Audis, I think. Derek in P10, Jonesy in P11. Apologies, I skipped it. I think he had the stripy thing with like a garlic necklace on, didn't he? Sorry, lads, I didn't mean to. Where was we? Let's have a look at the timing screens for stewarding purposes, as I'm sure we'll need it. Royston P8, so Dusty Fossil P9, Derek P10, Jonesy P11, Glyn P12, Zom P13, Nobby Norris P14, and Johnny Boy P15. So, yeah, that's it. If you can all just like the stream before you go. I know it weren't the most exciting one this evening. It's been a very long time. And it was tough doing that on my own, I won't lie. But, yes, please do come and join us tomorrow night. Switchback/Zach will be doing comms with his little excited Scottish voice. And it should be absolutely horrific, but also kind of fun. So please do come and join us for that. And some news are going to start rolling out in the next week or two for season 30, GT30. We want to try and get as many people on the grid as possible. Some FTRL classics and God knows who else. We'd love to make it a really, really super season for everybody. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Please do again like the stream before you go, and thank you for the company. But we'll see you next time.